true followers. JC Styles here. Just wanted to get a quick video out. Yesterday, me and Brian did a video. It was called Epic Discussions, the 2011 Wrestling Fam. It was more of a rant than anything. A lot of things were said. I mean, basically, give us a quick sum up and then apologize to you guys. First off, we didn't do the video to lash out at anyone. It was just stuff that that were built up inside. We just had to get out and vent it out. Pretty much the basis of the video is how wrestling fans from like the 90s and the early 2000s is nothing compared to the 2007 to 2011 wrestling fan. You know, well, yeah, I mean, because you have John Cena, the whole "you can't see me" word life, "my time is now" 5-knuckle shuffle crap, you know, and me and Brian just have so much knowledge of the business, you know, from what we saw from documentaries, this and things like that. I mean, I'll give you a brief rundown, okay? A quick, brief little rundown. If you buy Macho Man, the Ultimate Collection, The Rise and Fall of WCW, Starrcade, The Essential Collection, Hulk Hogan, The Ultimate Anthology, Ric Flair, The Definitive Collection, Dusty Rhodes, The American Dream, The Dusty Rhodes Story, The History of the Spectacular Legacy of the AWA, The Triumph and Tragedy of World Class Championship Wrestling, Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. Those DVDs alone will lead you from the early days of NWA, Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, the AWA. WCCW was a fantastic promotion. That DVD was a little bit sad because it had to do with the Von Erichs and that great family. Fantastic athletes in that family. Fortunately, the only one that's still kicking is Kerry Von Erich, from the original brother, the Von Erich brothers, and even the Roddy Piper story. I mean, those DVDs right there will give you so much knowledge of the business back pre WWF. I want to say pre-WWF, which is the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Then it just went to grow on to World Wrestling Federation and then WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. But again, me and Brian do these videos, and we have just from watching DVDs like that, and even Shawn Michaels' My Journey. Shawn Michaels was in the NWA and AWA. Even the Road Warriors DVD. The Rise and Fall of the Legion of Doom, I think is what it's called. Even that DVD, you know, is a great DVD to have and watch and learn about the AWA and NWA. And one of the most popular tag teams and throughout wrestling. But again, you know, the video wasn't really lashed out to anybody. It was just more about personal issues. I mean, from now on, I think me and Brian have a system where if anyone leaves a comment that doesn't have to do anything about wrestling, or isn't somewhat to touch on real life, like outside of the like our personal life, but leans more towards wrestling, we'll answer. But anything that has to do physically full on about our personal lives, we're probably not going to answer. We're going to ignore comments like "you're fat," "get a life," "get a job," all that crap. We're just going to X out all those comments, and block those people. Again, you know, the video wasn't really lashed out to anybody. It was just me and Brian really wanted to try to explain to everybody how wrestling was. I mean, if you got thrown over the top rope and landed on the floor, you were disqualified. That's how wrestling was. You weren't able to fly off the top rope. I mean, up until maybe like the 80s you were able to, and even back in the 90s, WCW, in the early 90s for WCW, they still upholded that law, that rule. You get thrown over the top rope, you get disqualified. You know, or the person who threw you over the top rope got disqualified. But the purpose of this video is we just don't understand why people have to sit there and say, oh, John Cena is so much far better than The Rock. He's better actor, better in-ring, and better promo skills. And The Rock, there has no one better on the mic than The Rock. I mean, I want to say Roddy Piper was pretty good on the mic, and so was Dusty Rhodes. His promos were phenomenal. Even Ric Flair's. But no one got the crowd more pumped than The Rock. I mean, Hulk Hogan opened the door. I mean, he did Thunder in Paradise. He did Suburban Commando. He did Mr. Nanny. He did No Holds Barred, which was a great wrestling movie, by the way. I thought that was fantastic. And then The Rock came along and started doing his thing. You know, he started as Rocky Maivia, Sensation, Samoan Sensation. He was fantastic. Developed the Rock gimmick, the Nation of Domination, the corporation, the corporate ministry, and then he went out on his own, got so popular he started doing movies. The Scorpion King was one of his first movies. He was doing promo commercials for Chef Boyardee. He did Saturday Night Live on 2 occasions. You know, it goes to show you what you can do in the wrestling business, yes. But it's not all, you can't see me, word life, yo, I'm going to rap, you know, blow me, I'm a giant purple pinwheel. It's not about that. It's about the legacy of the business. And that's what me and Brian are really all about. When me and Brian get behind in front of the camera and do the videos, in the back of our minds, we're thinking so much about wrestling when we do these videos. We kind of, you know, stumble over our words a lot, and we just have so much knowledge and only such a small little time frame to give it to you guys. And unfortunately, we do the reviews, we do the Q&As, we do DVD reviews and stuff like that. And, you know, sometimes we're not as coordinated as we are. I mean, because we give you so much more information in between, you know, during the reviews and stuff like that. It just, you know, slips our mind. And the thing is, you know, a lot of our viewers enjoy watching videos like that. And we don't want you guys to feel that we're lashing out at you because of what other people are saying. So, you know, I mean, unfortunately, you know, when personal issues come into play, I mean, me and Brian try to keep our game faces on when it comes to making the wrestling videos. Occasionally, if we have to school somebody real quick, you know, it's not like we could just say, hey, let's go out behind the monkey bars, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, it's not like that, like how it was back in school. So, I mean, guys, YouTube is a fantastic website. Probably go on there and watch any wrestling DVD in parts, any wrestling pay-per-views in parts. I mean, me and Brian over the last couple of months have been buying wrestling DVDs up the ass and buying them left and right. And pretty much between me and Brian, we both have a pretty damn good wrestling collection. And we got so many DVDs that we're going to do DVD reviews on. I started watching WWE's Wrestling's Highest Flyers. The first match was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Flying Brian Pillman. Then you had Evan Bourne versus Zack Ryder on Superstars. You had a 6-man cruiserweight match with Juventud Guerrera, Hector Garza, La Parca, and 2 other people. I don't remember their names. Right now, during the match, it's Ultimo Dragon versus Rey Mysterio, World War III, I think 1996 or 1997. Ultimo Dragon was a fantastic wrestler. Also, Sin Cara, I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know, what would be pretty cool is if he went and I mean, obviously he's probably going to do a feud with Rey Mysterio, but I think it would be pretty cool if you see him and Rey Mysterio team up as a tag team, and you call them the Mexican Sensations because they're both from Mexico, and I think they'd be a really fast-paced, phenomenal tag team. Or they might work better going against one another. You know, I want to see that. I've also watched a lot of Mystico matches, and the guy has it all. I can't wait to see him in the WWE and be a champion. So, guys, I want to apologize again for the video, you know, and say that we're sorry for, you know, if we seem like we were lashing out at anybody. I'm going to try to get an Impact review tomorrow. I work until 10, so I won't be home until about 10:20. So I might be able to just catch the end of Impact. And definitely going to do a Friday night SmackDown review with Brian, and we're going to do Q&A Saturday night. So send us your questions, please, and have a good night.